I don't know where I would be if I didn't have the ongoing supportive community. But I can tell you that I have recently lost a very dear friend of mine. She was a client who became a very dear friend. And Jennifer lost her son 5 years ago in an automobile accident. And she didn't get help, but instead turned to drinking. And unfortunately, she drank in excess every single day, to the point where she ended up getting cirrhosis of the liver. And unfortunately, she passed away about a month ago because of cirrhosis of the liver. When I got to know her about a year and a half ago, she it was the first time she'd ever gotten any type of grief support. And we would meet every week. I would often make house calls to her because she wasn't doing very well, and she had broken her hip, and so she was challenged in other ways medically. But it's just sad to me that she didn't get the grief support that she needed early enough in the process to be able to realize that she could find hope again, she could find joy again, she could heal along this journey and learn how to live with it. But instead, she chose alcohol, and that's a real problem. Even right now with COVID-19, we have huge statistics coming out where 40% of people are dying due to overdose and suicide. During this COVID-19 pandemic, it's been really hard on grievers. They're isolated and alone anyway in their grief, but then to be further quarantined and isolated, people need community when you're dealing with grief. You need support around you. And so to be able to even go to a place like Camberwell where you can social distance and still be around other people would be so ideal. Grief is just, it's such a tough journey. It's a very personal journey. Often I tell people it's a selfish journey, and to have a place like Camberwell to be able to attend yoga and exercise classes, to be able to do some art therapy where you can express how you're feeling, or maybe brush a horse and just feel the spirit of that animal touch your heart. It's just really important that we get this going soon so that we can have this place for people, because grief really is a mental health issue, and it really is not getting the attention that it deserves in our community.